The Abu Sayyaf Group, or ASG, has gained international notoriety as one of the most brutal and violent extremist group in this part of Asia. There are conflicting views on how this group, largely based in Western Mindanao, actually evolved. Many say it's a byproduct of a dangerous mix of extreme poverty and government neglect, endless armed conflict, weak law enforcement, and easy access to illegal firearms. The name Abu Sayyaf is actually an alias of the group's founder, Abdurrazzaq Abu Bakar Janjalani, which means father of the swordsman in Arabic. Janjalani was a charismatic religious native of Basilan Island who studied in the Middle East and returned to the country to spread his fanatical goal of establishing an independent Islamic state in Mindanao. He began this mission between the late 1980s to the early 90s. Observers say there was constant power struggle within the ASG on how to achieve its goal. In 1991, ASG militants bombed a Christian missionary ship visiting Zamboanga City. The group was blamed for the killing of an Italian missionary also in Zamboanga City in 1993. On that same year, it kidnapped a Spanish priest in Basilan and an American missionary in Sulu. Security analyst and college professor Romel Banlawi wrote a book about the ASG in 2009. Quoting ASG members in his extensive research, Banlawi said the group's name should have been Al-Harakatul Al-Islamiyya, or the Islamic Movement. But its leaders adopted the name Abu Sayyaf Group instead for easy recall, especially in the bid to get world attention and subsequently foreign funding. Among the many groups it is associated with, it is the ASG's ties with the Al-Qaeda and Jemaah Islamiyya that transformed the Islamic movement to a terrorist group. When ASG founder Janjalani died in 1998, the group went on a kidnapping rampage. There was the mass abduction of school teachers and students in a remote community in Basilan in March 2000. A month later, the ASG rounded up 21 people, mostly European tourists, from a dive resort in Sipadan, Malaysia. The abductors traveled more than 300 kilometers by sea with their hostages and brought them to Sulu. In May 2001, the militants kidnapped 20 people, including 3 Americans, from a resort in Palawan. From Palawan, the hostages were transported more than 500 kilometers by sea to Basilan. Citing a military report, Banlawi said that in just a decade, about 640 kidnapped for ransom cases were attributed to the ASG, with victims reaching over 2,000. In 2002, after the 9/11 attacks, the U.S. set up one front of its global war on terror in Mindanao. With the U.S.-backed military offensives and dwindling foreign support, the ASG suffered strategic setbacks. The group was forced to survive largely on kidnapping and extortion activities. But early this year, the U.S. shut down its anti-terrorism task force based in Mindanao as it shifted focus to keeping the peace in the disputed South China Sea. Its dire need for funding has prompted the ASG to cross the country's porous borders in the south and take victims from neighboring Sabah in Malaysia. The Associated Press, citing a classified government security document, has reported that the ASG collected over 200 million pesos in 2014 alone from kidnapping ransom payments. Authorities say ASG members have declined from 1,200 in early 2000 to about 400 in 2007. But for more than 2 decades now, the group's kidnapping activities remain unabated. It is a complex problem that has outlasted 4 administrations with no clear solution in sight. David Santos, CNN Philippines.